All right, y'all. I am back. I am back with another story. Hold on one second. Hold on. All right, y'all. I had to put the grill on. Here I go. Teeth. My boyfriend got it for me for Christmas, and it just came in. It feels like a retainer. So if you've ever had braces, yeah, that's what it feels like, and it's like gleaming. It's gleaming off of my light. This is it's a little better. I look oily. Put a little powder on my face so I can get right. You know, you can't be out here looking shiny everywhere. That's not cute. All right, so this story time is going to be the story time about hoe number 3. Now, I know that it sounds bad, but so yeah, this is going to be the story about hoe number 3. I'm going to just put this on because I'm about to go to the gym anyway later. Yeah, so hoe number 3 was one of the people that I was talking to right after the whole situation with my ex. So in the last story time, I told you guys how we like broke up around, well, everything ended and I found out about that other girl around it was like the end of October. So in November is when I met her number 3. So basically around this time, I'm feeling away, obviously, because I just got broken up with. So no, I didn't get broken up with, but you know, I just found out that I had been getting cheated on this whole time. And so hold on. Hello?
Hey, can you look at mommy's closet and see if we have any makeup removal wipes in there? How many boxes we have in there?
All right, my bad. Anyway, so yeah, like I was saying, so this is around the time when I did not care about anybody's feelings. I just needed attention. I honestly did not care about anything. I just wanted somebody to make me feel better about getting cheated on. And I know I was wrong for that. That was terrible. I shouldn't have done that. And looking back on it, I do feel bad for the people that I was talking to because they were probably like really nice and trying to like actually have a relationship, and I wasn't. So yeah, but anyway, so I was talking to my sister and stuff about, you know, feeling the way I was feeling and everything, and she told me that I should download the app Plenty of Fish. Once I downloaded the app, I put up some cute pictures, and I was actually getting a lot of people liking my stuff and like trying to like sending me messages and everything. But this is the first time that I ever got on a dating site, so I really didn't know what I was doing, and I never really met anybody off the internet anyway. So for real, I was just trying to have somebody to text and like, you know, send me good morning text messages, or like, you know, actually feel cared about for real, even though I really didn't care about them, which, like I said, that was really messed up. So don't be like me. Don't be that girl or that guy. Don't do that. So yeah, I feel like I need some lipstick on or something. Smells like strawberries. So I downloaded Plenty of Fish, and yeah, so I was getting people that was like liking my messages, well, liking my pictures, trying to message me whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. But they were sending like creep stuff. So they'll be like, hey, I'm trying to get you this. They like all this stuff that's like really inappropriate and everything else. So of course I didn't message them back. Like, what do I look like? No, I don't know what kind of diseases you got. I don't know who you been messing with. Like, I don't know where your mouth been. I don't know where your hand been. I don't know where your body been. Your breath look like it smells like 3,000 asses working in the farm industry. That's what you look like, you smell like. So there was like a couple people on there that looked regular, like okay people. So I messaged them, and they didn't send me anything that was like wild, like as an opening message, and they weren't boring either, just saying hey, all dry. There was one guy, hoe number 1. He was like, I remember he was like light skinned, tall. I think he had he like had either twists or dreads, I don't remember, but he was like really nice. He was nice, but he was, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't know, you know the people that just talk to you when they want to talk to you type stuff. You know, it was kind of like that. And I don't know, it was something about him that was just giving me like an off vibe. It wasn't anything bad or anything, but I don't know, I wasn't really feeling him like that. So then it was hole number 2. Hole number 2 was, I don't remember what he looked like, but I think I FaceTimed with him once. And honestly, I really don't remember what he looked like, but that's not important because this story's not about them. Mind you, while I have all these hoes, all the hoes that I numbered, I was talking to all of them at the same time. So it's not like I had one hoe and then when I was done with him, I moved on to the next one. No, they were all in my phone. So they were all in my phone, hitting me up or whatever. But I wouldn't give them all the same amount of attention. So like once I moved on to the next hoe, I would kind of like give the prior one less attention. But I was still talking to all of them. Anyway, so then this is when hoe number 3 comes around. We're just gonna call him hoe number 3. So hoe number 3 messages me on Plenty of Fish, and he looks regular. Like, I don't really talk to people that are like older than me, and he was about, like I said, I had just turned 20, so I want to say he was either like 22 or 23 or something like that. No, actually he was 24. He was 24 years old. And yeah, so that's like the oldest person I've ever talked to. Like, I don't even have friends that are older than me. So yeah, so he was 24 years old. He messaged me. I don't remember what his opening message was. Obviously I don't have the app anymore because what do I need it for? I don't need it. So he messaged me. Obviously it wasn't anything crazy because I responded back, and then we just started like talking on a friendly level. I was kind of getting to know him. When you look through his pictures, like, he didn't look 24. He looked around maybe like 22 ish. So that's why I went ahead and accepted his messages. But I don't know, I don't want to talk to nobody who's 24 years old. Like, you got way too much experience for me. I don't know what I'm doing, and you want to finesse me. So we started messaging. I get to the point where, like, he just seems really nice. He actually had good conversation, unlike the other two. Like, the other 2 hoes before him, they were just kind of like talking about like stuff that, like, it's like a surface type conversation. They never really got into any deep conversation, but hoe number 3 did. So he would talk to me about like music views and like actually explain why he liked the certain music that he liked. He would talk to me about politics. Like, we would end up getting into a lot of debates, and that's one reason why I had to stop talking to him, because he was really like, I like people that have their own opinions and everything, but at the same time, I don't want to argue all the time. Like, you stressing me out. Yeah, I was looking through his pictures, and then I noticed like he was alright. Like, he wasn't like, oh my gosh, gorgeous or cute. He was like dark skinned. I think he had like if I remember correctly, his hair was cut. He was kind of on the shorter side. I'm short. I'm 4'9", so everybody's taller than me, but that doesn't mean that I want a short guy. I already know people gonna be in the comments telling me that, leave the tall guys for the tall girls. Okay, that's great and everything, but I don't want my kids to come out like midgets. Okay, I'm already, like I said, I'm already 4'9". I have really short jeans. I would like somebody that's the average height, and my boyfriend right now is 6'1". So anyway, I'm going through the pictures. He was alright looking, but I wasn't looking for anything anyway. And his message to me was, I think it started off asking me what my favorite artist was. And so of course that intrigued me, because he didn't do anything like basic, like just a hey or message me something nasty. So so I messaged him back, and then we just started, you know, talking off some friendly stuff. It wasn't anything crazy, and that made me comfortable as well, because he wasn't like trying to get in my pants off rip. Like, he was actually just being friendly, so that was cool. So me and 3 were talking on the app for like, I'm gonna say maybe like a week. Yeah, I'll say like a week or 2 weeks. I'll say like around a week and a half, 2 weeks. So we were talking on some friendly stuff, and then he kept asking me for my number, but I would just tell him, no, I'm not comfortable yet. Like, I don't really know you like that to be giving my number out. I don't like giving my number out to people like that for real. But as time went on, like, I was just like, okay, why not? So I gave him my number, and then we started texting. Obviously I put him in my phone as hoe number 3. To this day, he doesn't know that. He might see this video, and if you do, you know who you are. Sorry. I am not shit. So, we started talking. I found out that he was actually a skater. And this goes back into my other story time. I don't know if I put this in the story time or not, but I clearly have some type of attraction to skaters and people that smoke, because literally almost everybody that I've ever talked to skates and smokes. I do neither, so I don't know how I keep on finding myself in these situations, but I do. So he is a skater. I ended up telling him about my whole situation with my ex, because I don't know how the topic of exes came up, but I ended up telling him the whole situation and everything. I told him that my ex skated, and this was the most awkward conversation, because once he found that out, he was like,
oh, where does he skate at?
So I told him the park where my ex normally skates at. He was like,
oh, seriously? I be skating there all the time. What does he look like?
So I told him what he looks like, and I'm just like, okay, like, why are you asking all these questions? He was
like, oh my god, is this his Instagram?
So he sent me like his Instagram name, and I kid you not, this man knew my ex. Like, he didn't know him personally, but he seen him around. Like, they're in the same skate community, and they skate at the same park, so they've seen each other around. Like, they've seen each other's skate videos, and that should have been the first red flag. I should have been like, nope, this is a sign from God telling me deuce out on that ass. So I was like, oh, that's really awkward, that's weird, and crazy. So honestly, when I told my sister about him actually knowing my ex, and a whole bunch of conspiracy theories came up, like, oh, what if they're friends? What if he goes back and tells your ex what's going on? Like, da da da. And I'm just like, man, it's not even, I don't even care for real. Anyway, so once I found that out, it was awkward for a second, but I tried to just like remind myself that I wasn't looking for a relationship. I really didn't care if he went back to my ex about anything, because it really doesn't matter. Like, I don't care. So fast forward like another week, we have been texting at this point for about 3 weeks. He had my actual phone number for 1 week, and he invited me to come over, like, just to hang out and chill and stuff. Mind you, like I said, I've never met anybody from the internet before, so this is the first time I'm having this situation come up. So I'm like, okay, sure, I'll come over. The little did I know, this was a Netflix and chill invitation. I had never Netflix and chill over. This is the first time I've done any of this. I was so naive. This is why I'm telling this story, because people need to know. Do not fall for it. Do not fall for it, okay? Anyway, so I come over his house. He still lives with his mom. But it was like after 10 o'clock at night, so his mom was asleep. I think it was a weekday. I want to say it was like Black Friday or something at that point. So I'll go over his house. I go in his room. He has like his PlayStation set up to the TV, and I want to say it was Netflix that he had on, but I really don't even remember. So he put on some documentary, because that was one weird thing that we had in common. Like, I like watching documentaries, and most people don't do that. And he actually liked watching documentaries. So I was like, okay, cool. Let's just sit on the bed, don't cuddle up with me, and watch a documentary. So he turned something on. I don't remember what it was, but he kept on trying to like spoon cuddle me, and honestly, I was just like, okay. I just let it happen, because in that moment, I was just like, fuck it. Like, who cares? It is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna do anything with you though, because I don't know you like that. Like, yeah. Even though like I was fiending for something, but in my head, I was having a battle in my head and with my emotions. Well, my girl. we was battling. So he was like trying to cuddle me and stuff, and he was just like, oh, like talking in my ear and stuff, and I was just like, you know what? Y'all already know what happened. I'm not even going. Y'all already know what happened. But protection was used clearly, because I wasn't. No. I don't know what your nasty ass got. I don't know what you got. I don't know who you been talking to. I don't know what other girls you talking to, because I'm talking to other people. You could be talking to other people. So, fast forward. Immediately after it, I regretted it, because I never had like a one night stand before. I've never, aside from losing my virginity, I never been with anybody in that way outside of somebody I was in a relationship with. So, and then it's just like, I feel like I caught a body for no reason. Like, I didn't even care. I had no intention of getting in a relationship with you. I'm not really attracted to you like that. And then yeah, so after leaving, like, I was just really disappointed in myself. When I was feeling away, because I'm the type of person that catches feelings too, after doing stuff like that. So I was thinking to myself, like, dang, I'm really about to catch feelings. Like, I don't want this. This isn't what I wanted to do, but it happened. So yeah, hopefully I don't catch feelings. Plot twist. I did not catch any feelings. This is the first and only time this happened to me in my life. I didn't catch no feelings, but he did. After that, he was the clingiest person ever. I've never met a dude that was more clingy than him, bruh. Like, he was blowing my phone up all the time, like, trying to call me all the time, trying to hang out all the time. Like, I was just like, dude, can you fall back? I'm not in a relationship with you or anything like that. I don't plan on being in a relationship with you. Can you fall back? Like, your name is not even your name in my phone. You are hoe number 3. You need to fall back. But he wasn't listening to me. He was just saying,
see, like, if all I wanted from you was to get your cookie, then I wouldn't be talking to you right now. Like, obviously that wasn't my only motivation.
And which is true, and like, I appreciate that and everything, but I still regret doing it at the end of the day. Because I feel like doing stuff like that is like something that you should say for somebody you actually care about, because you don't know what demons you about to take in from that other person, especially if you don't know them like that. So at this point, I'm getting annoyed. I'm getting irritated. Like, he keeps blowing my phone up. I'm not looking for any of that. And so there were a couple of times where I had to max on him to leave me alone. And then there was one day after that. At this point, it's like December. So there was one day where we had gotten into like a debate about something. I want to say it was probably like politics related. And he just would not let it go. Like, at a certain point, I'm very confrontational and I like to debate. But at a certain point in the conversation, I'm not trying to change your mind. Like, I'm just trying to hear your side of it and try to understand where you're coming from. And I had passed the point in the conversation where I was just like, okay, you can have your view about it and I'm gonna have mine. But that was not nothing. That meant nothing to him. He was one of those that just kept on going and kept trying to change my mind, and I don't like that. Like, you're not gonna change my mind about something. If I feel this way about it, then I feel this way about it. There's nothing that's gonna change my mind unless you give me some type of facts that's gonna make me change my mind by myself. There's nothing outside of that like opinion related or anything. None of that is going to change my mind about anything. I look like a pirate. So anyway, it was getting late into the night and he kept on texting me. And honestly, I should have just stopped. But like I said, I'm confrontational. So I'm just getting frustrated. And I ended up calling him. And I had to step out because at this point I was living in an apartment and I had roommates and stuff, so I knew I was gonna start yelling. So I had to go outside in my car so I wouldn't wake them up. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I had to step outside in my car to call him and curse him out and tell him to just be quiet, leave me alone. Like, I don't understand why we have to argue so much, type stuff. And he just really took it as a joke, talking about,
oh well, you like, it's funny how, why are you taking it so serious? I'm just stating my opinion. This is how I feel about it.
You know, but then at the same time, it's like, okay, I'm telling you how I feel about it, and you're steady trying to change my mind. Like, I'm not trying to change your mind. Why don't you just feel how you feel and let me feel how I feel? I already heard your side of the story. You heard mine. There's nothing else to talk about. Let me go to sleep. Stop texting me. I don't want to wake up in the morning to like a bazillion text messages from you talking about something that I don't even want to talk about. And I don't even like you. And I already told you leave me alone because you're clingy. So, we did the conversation after that, and at this point I'm just like really over it. I had got another hoe. I had hoe number 4 at that point. I don't even remember anything about hoe number 4, but I still was talking to 3. So after that, I think it was that weekend we hung out because I was bored and I didn't have anything to do, and he invited me out. So what we ended up doing was, there's a park like by his house, so I met up with him. It was around like 7. It was dark, so it might have been 9 o'clock, and the park was closed. So I met up with him at this church that was down the street from it. Got in his car. He could tell that I was still kind of like irritated with his presence, but hey, it is what it is. I don't care. So we drove out, to the park. Well, we drove out a little bit closer and parked in this neighborhood, and then we walked a little bit down the street to the park. Like I said, the park was closed because it was dark outside and it was around 9 o'clock. But we hopped the fence anyway, and we just walked around. And honestly, the whole time he was just like,
"Oh, are you nervous? Are you scared? Are you
like trying to, like, you know, trying to make it seem like he how do I put this? You know how people put you in a situation where you're scared and they hope that they're able to like comfort you, and them comforting you will make you like them? That's what he was doing. I was not scared. So his plan backfired big time, because the whole time we were there, like, I was just trying to chill, and he kept on asking me like, are you scared? Are you scared? Like, no. Do I look like a scary person? Do I look scary? I didn't think so. So no, he stopped asking me if I'm scared or not, and he was just like,
well, I mean, you know, you never did this before, you know, we're not even supposed to be here, da da da, like, maybe I'm just trying to make sure you're good, I'm trying to make sure you're good.
And I'm just like, I'm fine. I'm totally fine. Yeah, I've never done this before, but if I was scared, I wouldn't have shown up, okay? Please just calm down. He was so irritating. So then after that, I was really just kind of like pulling back. I was trying to like get him off of my line for real. So there was at this point it's around Christmas. It's like a week before it. No, it was like after Christmas. No, it was right before Christmas. And this is when my now boyfriend, he messaged me on, so, well, actually his brother messaged me, but I'll tell another story about how me and my boyfriend met. But this was around the time that me and him started talking. So I still had hoes. I didn't make him one of my hoes because I actually knew, like, I knew his brother, so I didn't want to like play him like that. I was just, honestly, I didn't want to talk to him at first because I was still in that mindset of like, okay, I don't know if I'm ready for a relationship. But he seemed really nice when he messaged me, so I was like, okay, I'll just give him a chance. Like, why not? It wouldn't hurt anything. Like, if anything, I could make a new friend out of it. So at that point, we started talking on a friendly level, and hoe number 3 was like really blowing me. Like, at this point we were getting in arguments like every day. He was really stressing me out, and I would have to tell him that all the time, but he obviously wasn't listening to anything that I said because he just kept on doing it. So fast forward to January. At this point, me and my boyfriend are actually talking. Like, we're like exclusive. We're not together yet, but we're actually talking. So I dropped off all my other hoes. I kind of like ghosted a couple of them. I know for a fact, hoe number 1, I texted him and I said, yeah, something is happening with me and I can't talk to you anymore. But it was like some lie, and he just kind of like maxed on me and was just like, why can't you just, like, I don't understand what their problem is. And I was just like, yeah, I just can't talk to you no more. I don't know. At that point, I was getting a heart again, and I felt bad because I felt like he was actually starting to like me. Because, I mean, I really wouldn't respond to his messages, but he would like text me every once in a while, and he would kind of be in his feelings that I wasn't texting him back. So, yeah, I kind of felt bad about that one. But, yeah, sorry if you're watching this. You don't even know you probably don't even know if I'm talking about you or not, but yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, so I had dropped all my other hoes off, but 3 was still trying to linger around. So one day we had actually got in an argument about homosexuality. And to be honest, like, the way I feel about it, like, my best friend is gay, okay? And I feel like it's nobody else's business. If that's what you want to do, what does that have to do with me? Like, as long as you're happy, then I'm happy for you. Like, I feel like nobody else should have an opinion about who you love and what you choose to do in your life. Like, it has nothing to do with anybody, for real. So we got in an argument about that, and of course I was really offended. that like trying to explain to me like something, bringing history into it, saying something about ancient Egyptians and all this other stuff that was just dumb. And I was just like, okay, well, I'm not doing this with you today. Like, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, to be honest, you can stop hitting my phone up because you're really blowing me. Like, I'm talking to somebody else right now and I just don't have no interest in you. Like, and then he was saying, and at that, no. At that point, I was like, can I ask you a question? And so he was like, yeah. So I was like, do you have feelings for me? He was kind of upset about it. He was like, dang, well, okay, I understand. So I'm thinking everything's fine. He was just saying, okay, well, we could still be friends. So I was just like, I don't know if we could be friends because you try to argue with me a lot and I don't like that. Like, the energy that you're bringing, it brings me down because I'm not trying to be mad all the time. And just talking to you makes me mad. So, but I was like, okay, like, I'll give it a try or whatever. We can see how it goes. But trust me, if you get on my nerves too much, I'm going to let you know. So he was like, all right, cool. So then the very next day, I got a text. Well, he was talking to me on some friendly stuff, but it was still kind of like flirty. And so I told him again, I was like, okay, like I told you, like, I'm not trying to talk to you in that way. I'm talking to somebody right now. Like, you can't be sending me stuff like this. Like, it's not cool. I feel like you're disrespecting me and you're disrespecting what I'm trying to do with I don't know if he wants me to use his name in here or not, but I just call him my boyfriend. So you're disrespecting my boyfriend, you're disrespecting me. So can you not? So he was like, all right. But he still was doing it anyway. So the next time I saw my boyfriend, I brought it up to him. I was like, okay, if somebody kept on trying to talk to me and they wouldn't listen to me when I told them to stop doing it, like, would you want to know? So he said, well, I don't have to tell him every time somebody tries to like go snack at me or whatever, but if it's somebody bothering me, then yeah. And then he was sending me like the fist emojis, like he was gonna fight him. And I was just like, I thought it was cute at first because it was kind of just like, oh, he's like protective over me or whatever. But then at the same time, I was like, I don't want you to fight nobody. Like, okay. So the next day after that, 3 text me good morning. I was like, you know what? Don't hit my phone, lose my number, don't ever message me again, block me on Instagram, block me on Twitter, block me on, I deleted the Plenty of Fish app, so you ain't even gotta worry about that. Like, I was like, just block me on everything because honestly, you have been the most irritating person that I've ever met in my life. And I actually told him that. And I still, to this day, I don't feel bad about it because I tried to tell him multiple times beforehand in a nice way. But obviously, he wasn't getting that. And I feel like every time that I maxed on him, like, it was just attracting him to me even more. Because he had that personality that liked to debate and argue. And I felt like me rejecting him and me getting upset and mad was turning him on in a way. And that wasn't my goal, but it just made him like me. How do I have a whole attitude with you and you like me more because I have an attitude with you? I don't know. That don't make no type of sense. That's whatever. So yeah, I had to max on him and tell him don't hit me up no more because you're being disrespectful, like you're irritating. And yeah, so that was the last I heard of hoe number 3. And good riddance because it took so long for him to get off my line. Like, oh my gosh, he was so irritating. But yeah, to this day, I don't regret fully catching that body because I feel like everything happens for a reason and you're supposed to learn from the experiences in your life. If that never happened, then I probably would end on my own strength or like know that I wouldn't catch feelings for every person. But I haven't been with, after that, I've only been with my boyfriend now. And so we've been together for 2 years now. So, yeah. But yeah, he was really like, Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys like my story today. Like I said, I don't know what story I'm gonna do next, but I'm gonna check out my little list that I have. I might do a poll on Twitter, so make sure you follow me on Twitter at Trill by Envy. It was a little X, so Trill X Envy on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram, same name, Trill X Envy. Follow me on Snapchat, Jealous I'm Never. And yeah, let me know down in the comment section if you guys can relate to any of this. Like, have you talked to anybody that would just not leave you alone? They couldn't take no for an answer. Do you regret any bodies that you guys have? Like, just, I'm sure somebody has some type of story, and I want to know. I want the tea. Because I don't want to be the only one telling stories out here. I want to know what y'all have to say too. So like this video, comment down below with your stories, because I would love to hear them. And yeah, make sure you guys subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you guys don't miss any of my videos. I do makeup Mondays, so every Monday I post a new makeup video, and I should have a new palette soon so I can do some more colors, because right now I only have the 2 palettes. I have the Galaxy palette by Rihanna and Tartelette in Bloom. So I have a glitter palette and then a neutral palette. I don't have any color palettes. And I was trying to record this eye look today. It's a cut crease. It's like, I know I did another video on a cut crease, but it failed. This one I think came out pretty good. Yeah, I think it came out pretty good. And then, like I said, this is my hair, Karma Echelon hair. All that hair information will be in the description below. If you have any questions, you can always hit me up on any of my social media, or you can email me. If you have hair questions, you can email me at the email below in the description, the hair section. I do make wigs. I made this wig unit. This was the first wig I ever made, actually, so it's not the best one, but honestly, I wouldn't be selling wigs if I didn't know what I was doing at this point. So yeah, shop with your girl. Thank you guys for watching, and is that it? I think that's it. Yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.